Should you flip houses or rent houses? I'm gonna walk you through this property, how we could potentially make $40,000 in 45 days, or how we can keep it as a rental property. This is kind of a pretty cool story how this all came together. A buddy of mine ended up picking up the phone and calling me. It's like, yo, Oz, I got this amazing deal. Here's the numbers on it. You know, I wanna help, I wanna partner with you. You raise the money, I'll bring the deal, do the deal, and everybody make money. I was like, perfect, that sounds good. So we ended up buying this property for $62,000. And our hope is to be able to sell it as is on the market for $110,000 to $120,000, leaving us with a profit of roughly $40,000 to $45,000 in profit. It's a great deal. 45 days, 40 to 45 grand in profit, very minimal to no work. So I'm gonna walk you through this property, show you what it looks like and what our backup plan is. Remember, you always have to have multiple exit strategies. So if this doesn't work as a flip, I'm gonna show you what our strategy is to keep it as a rental and the numbers behind it as well. So bought it for 62 grand. And if you look outside here, really doesn't need much work outside of landscaping. So, you know, we'll landscape the bushes, the trees, put in some mulch, some flower beds. Again, nothing too crazy on the landscaping side. Inside is where most of the work is going to end up taking place at. So when we bought this property, it just needed a little bit of a clean out. So we got a dumpster out back that we'll see here in a second. But besides that, this is basically as it is when we purchased the house. Again, super cosmetic rehab. You know, we're going to sand and refinish these floors, you know, make them pop, put a nice color on them, paint the walls and the ceilings and the trim and everything. And then what sells houses is kitchens and bathrooms. So kitchens and bathrooms sell houses. So if we come in here, this kitchen is really not that nice of a kitchen. But again, our hope is to sell this as is to a homeowner that wants to come in and do a little bit of sweat equity themselves. If we're gonna keep this property as a rental, we're gonna blow out the entire kitchen, put all new cabinets, countertops, appliances in, and make the kitchen like really pop to be able to maximize the amount of rent that we're gonna be able to bring in on this property. And the thing in Ohio too is what makes or break deals is the basement. So let's go down to take a look at the basement. So down here we have the furnace. If you look at this bad boy, it's old as crap. So it's absolutely gonna need a new furnace. So that's gonna cost maybe $3,000-ish. As we come a little bit further, I don't even know what this is. I'm glad there wasn't a body in there. That's a freezer. And then, so this is a shower. As you can see, like, I would never shower in that thing. So we're probably just gonna demo that out and get rid of it. But the things you gotta pay attention for in basements are cracks in the walls. So if you look at this crack here, it's called a stair step crack. That's not the end of the world. Really what you're looking at mostly is if the walls are straight and if they start bowing in from pressure, and then you'll see a crack on this side. If that starts to happen, you have a foundation issue, you have a structure issue. Down here, it's not that bad. If you look at this stair step crack over here, that's not the best. You can actually see the gap. Like I can actually fit my finger, which again is not the best case scenario, but this foundation really doesn't scare. Ooh, I found it. Look here. So see the crack right in between there? We got a foundation problem. So worst case, we might have to put some I-beams on this wall to make sure that the wall doesn't continue to bow in and eventually cave in. The I-beams will stop it from bowing in. But besides that, down here, basement's super solid. Maybe just take out, you know, some of the partitioning walls, paint the walls, paint the floors. This basement is super solid. Again, that type of foundation problems to me is not a concern because it's not that bad. If the wall was like, if I could put my whole hand in a crack, that would concern me. So like I said, we had to demo some of the house. So we got the dumpster out back here. We have a nice 1-car garage. We're really not gonna do much work to that. Again, our hope is to sell it as is. If we buy this and keep it as a rental, we'll do a little bit of touch up on the garage. And if you look at this roof right here, you can actually see, it might be kind of hard to see, but if you look like right, keep it up there. If you look like right there, there's like some shingles that are like coming off of the roof, which means that the roof probably is close to the end of its life expectancy. We're trying to sell it as is. We're not gonna do the work. If we keep it as a rental, we'll probably replace the roof. Bedrooms and bathrooms, we'll just look at these real quick. You look in there. If we do the renovation, we're gonna gut the whole bathroom, redo the entire bathroom. 1 bedroom there, sand the floors, paint the walls, super easy. 2nd bedroom right there, same thing, sand the floors, paint the walls, super easy. 3rd bedroom right here, same old thing, sand the floors, paint the walls, problem solved. So kind of recap this deal. Remember, this deal ended up coming from a buddy of mine. So it's like how to make money with your friends, right? So we bought this at $62,000. We're hoping to sell this for $110,000 to $120,000, putting about $40,000 to $45,000 in our pocket. The other side to this is this could be an absolutely amazing rental property, but it's hard to partner on a single family house because there's usually not that much profit left on the deal. So what we came to an agreement as, we bought it, I raised the money to purchase this property. We did about $3,000 of work, which is basically nothing. And then if we don't sell it for at least $100,000, so if we bought it for 62, sell it for 100, we both make 10 to 15 grand each on the deal. If we don't sell it for at least $100,000, then I'm gonna keep it as a rental property and I'm gonna pay him an assignment fee for bringing the deal to the table. And then I'm gonna go through and do the BRRRR method. So I'm gonna buy it, probably for $72,000 at that point, put about 40 grand into the renovation. So I'll be all in for $112,000. And it'll be worth like 160 on the back end. So when I go to a bank and refinance it, we take 160,000 times 75%, which means that the bank will cash us out $120,000. I'm all in for 112. You gotta pay some closing costs, some financing fees, some interest. I'm gonna be all into this bad boy for about 120 grand. When I refinance it with the bank will pay me 120. I'll pay off all my debt. I'll then rent it out to a tenant, and then I'll have to pay a monthly mortgage payment. I'll make about $400 a month in monthly residual income. So the BRRRR method is an amazing way to build wealth. The problem is you don't get rich today. $400 a month really doesn't like change somebody's life, right? $40,000 today sounds like a lot of money, but what about you only get paid one time? If you keep it as a rental property, you get paid for the rest of your life. The goal with this project is to sell it as is, hopefully make $40,000 or more, take that $20,000 in profit, go buy more rental properties, or if that doesn't work, I'm gonna do the BRRRR method on this deal, keep it as a rental property myself. So comment below, let me know what you would do. If you would flip it to make 40 grand, or if you would do the BRRRR method and keep it as a rental property to make $300 to $400 a month for the rest of your life. Comment below, let me know. And if you wanna find out exactly how to find off-market deals just like this, how to direct market to sellers to get discounted property, check out this next video here. Appreciate you being here. I'll see you on the next one.